Now, today we're going to make a mini phone stand. What is a phone stand? Phone stand originally is for a stand which puts on phone to remind people with some important message, like something is out of order, maybe like there are slippery fall, to prevent people getting hurt on that. Now, but today we're going to make a mini one. You can see that it's a mini hinge on here for keep the stand standing properly. You may make it for putting on your nearby computer. Remind people to not turn off your computer. It's maybe for some remind for your colleague when some of the machine get malfunction in your company. Now you can see that after you have finished the drawing, there will be some word on it with a plan on it. Now let's start. Last time we have learned how to create an account with Tinkercad, right? Now this is the Tinkercad website. I hope that you still remember the name of the website. If you do not, that's okay. I will type the website name on the top of the screen. Now we go sign in, and you type your email here, and then you type your password here, and then you can go to this interface. Those are the things you have made before. So let's create a new design. You can see a workplace. You can press the right button to change the wheel. You can roll up and roll out for zoom in, zoom out. You can press the left button for choosing the designated area, or you may use the left hand side square to change the wheel as well. You may go back to home wheel. When you finish checking, you may switch to perspective wheel or orthometric wheel. You can try to change different wheel here on the left hand side. Now what we're going to do, I have prepared you some template to use. You can choose file. You can go to desktop, which the file is called brand. Double click it. For importing file, the scale. 100 means 100%. That means the length, the width, and the height is same as the numbers shown on the screen. But this time I'm not going to make a big one, so I would like to keep it like 80%. That will be good enough. And just import it. And you can see a branded full stand have been given to you. You can try to change the wheel, and you can see that there's a little stick under. Now, the first step we're going to do is that we try to rotate it, because it's very hard for you to add work on it. Rotate slowly until like a degree, and click on the space provided. And you may click on the object. When you click on the object, you can see some rod here. You may rotate it. You may see some dark colored square here. When you cursor on it, when you drift it, this will become wider or smaller. If you press on the right square, you can enlarge it for both sides. It's up to you, okay? Don't make it too big, or it's very hard to be clean. Now move it somewhere that will be more convenient for you to make change. You can see that it's a lot of shape you can add on it. You may add shape you like on it and later on color it. Maybe I add a heart on it if you want. Again, you can change the size whenever you want. That's a little hint. If you want the shape to be printed in proper way, you should press shift when you're changing the size. After you stick on it, change the wheel. Use the arrow. When your cursor stick on the arrow, you can move it up and down to change the exact dimension for it. You may change it to place you want. Now, links. You may add some text on here. When you press text, you can see that there is a very big text here. Now you can change the size by changing the height, changing the segment, or changing the width you want. Or you can press on the white square with shift button and hold. Change to the side you want that you can place it on this area. For example, test elements I. You may change it to the place designated later on. And when you finish the first word and you find that the word size is correct, you may copy that and copy and paste. You can see that another word is here. When you make mistake, you can press Ctrl Z. You can make it go somewhere else. You may change the content of the text on the right hand corner. Multi-language, maybe some kind of way. I love maybe cookies, maybe something like that. And you adjust the word somewhere. Okay, after you draw all of this, in order to make sure that all things are in right position, you can press Shift and choose the object one by one. And you can use the function alignment. When you press alignment, you can see that there's some point here. If you press this one, that means you want all the things are aligned at the center. If you press this one, you can see that all words are aligned left and right center. And on the other hand, if you press this one, you can see that all the words are at the same height. Alignment allows you to line up those things or making alignment which they can left and right centered it, or up and down centered it, or top and bottom centered it. It's the way you can do things. Okay. Now, after doing this, you use Shift button to do multiple selection. And you use group. I do it once again. When you group them, that means they are sticked together, like they are from the same body. They are forming one single object. When you move it, you can see that they move together. Now what we do, we copy it once again and press it. Now this time I want you to use another function which is called flip. Flip means we can flip it up and down or left and right. We're up and down inverted, and then we pull it to the other place. We can choose both object and make sure that do alignment again, and make it centered, and make this centered. Now, last but not the least, after you make all of this, choose all of them and group them. And that's the end of the making. Now you can go back to my design. Now, last but not the least, change the name to Stan 3B and your number. And then you go back to the home. And you can see that your word is here. And that's the end for the today lesson. lesson. Thank you very much.